What's up guys, we're here back again with another Division 2 video. Welcome back. Today's build guys, this is my DPS build. Yes, DPS. I know guys, it feels quite filthy saying that, but it's not a skill build, this is a DPS build. And the reason why I'm doing a DPS build, because the lovely gents and lasses in our community Discord, yes, Team WOOO Discord, the link is in the description, join up, follow up, happy days. Great community of people that bullied me for weeks on doing a raid build, a red build. So I have put my hands up and said, screw this, I've had enough of this cyberbullying, let's put together a raid build and to see if it works in solo content, if it works in heroic content, if it works as a group, and see if it's viable, and of course if it is, share it with you guys first and foremost, and then work towards a raid. A raid guys, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this build, you can see in the gameplay, it hits very hard. It's a lot of fun rolling with this build. DPS is not my strong point, it's not my forte. So, putting this together, I did feel a bit like a noob. I felt like a bit like a novice. But when I put it together and used this, it was an immense amount of fun. And I've changed the pieces a little bit to see if they work for me, and they sure do. By all means, tweak it, twist it to your own playstyle, and however you deem necessary for you. But for me, this works very nice. Anyway guys, if you enjoy this build, enjoy the video, you know what to do. Drop that thumbs doodle, which is, yes, the like button. If anyone doesn't know, press the like button. Thumbs doodle, that helps. And if you're new to the channel, drop the woo bomb on the sub button. Ding the bell to be notified when I upload my shizzle. Peeps, let's woo this. Guys, this is what I'm using. Yeah, I feel filthy, disgusting, showcasing a red build. It's disgusting. Where's my yellow? Man, where is my yellow? It should be all over there. It should be 6 skill tiers. It isn't. Guys, this is a DPS build, and it is a very nice one. I recommend putting this together, and let me know what you think in the comments section. And shred through control points easily, heroic content easily. But beware, beware. You are susceptible to take a lot of damage. So you will have to alter, and again, kind of tweak and correct your own playstyle to adapt to this build. By all means, every piece is interchangeable. This is not like you have to roll with this or you were wrong. I don't do that. This is not how this channel works, just so you know. This is a fun build that I've been using that is exceptional for, again, blasting through NPCs quickly, efficiently. Let's go through this step by step and explain why I'm using said pieces. First and foremost, I'm using gunner specialization. I feel that's the best way to go. It is up to you what you roll with. It's entirely up to you. I just like gunner on this setup. And then we have 6 reds, we have 0 blues, 0 yellows, and there's 1 little blue attribute, 1 little lonesome blue. 726k armor, 330k health, 0 skill tiers, guys. 0? What the hell? 0 skill tiers. Let's go for the build. The mask, guys, is Providence Defense. It is headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage. Those are the brand set bonuses. I think it's kind of key, integral, that you have the 3-piece Providence Defense, because you're going to get headshot damage, which is nice. And again, if you've got good aim, that 15% headshot damage is beautiful. Not to mention crit chance, crit damage, which is key. And especially if you're going to take something like this into a raid, you will need to stack up on crit chance, crit damage, especially if it's the Dark Hours raid, because it is a DPS check. So you need to invest in as much damage as possible. So this is weapon damage, headshot damage, crit damage, are the God Roll drop attributes, and 11.9% crit damage offensive mod. Guys, the holster is the Seska Viroba SRO, and it is 10% crit chance. And again, it's nice to have this on the build just to elevate your crit chance to do more damage, of course. That's why I'm using this piece. Weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage, they are the attributes you need on this build. The knee pads, they are the second piece of Providence Defense. And you see with this, it's weapon damage, crit chance. And as soon as I've got enough, again, resources, I will sort that little core attribute. I'll get that at 15%. That's nice. That's a little bit more weapon damage. People will say you're not using Fox's Prayer. I understand that. I do understand that. However, given the pieces that I have and what I've been farming for, I'm a little bit, so I can't really invest in Fox's Prayer as such. However, this is a beautiful setup. So you may be missing out on a teensy-wincy bit of damage, but guys, trust me, this does shred. It does hit so hard. Gloves, guys, they are contractor's gloves. Weapon damage, damage to armor, and critical hit damage. Unfortunately, I'm not using an LMG, so I won't have that benefit to the build. However, you can interchange this. You can roll with the Bullet King if you wanted to. You can roll with Pestilence. Pestilence will shred on this build. It will shred. Something to bear in mind, and that's something I will demonstrate in a later video, but it will hit so hard. Now, in terms of the backpack is Grupo Sombra SA, which is 15% critical hit damage. It's key that you have one piece on your build somewhere shoehorned in. It doesn't have to be the backpack. Why is that? Because that 15% crit damage will only elevate your crit. Simple. So get it on there. It's nice to have that 15% critical hit damage. And with this, it's weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage again, a 12% crit damage mod, which is brilliant. And then the talent is vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. Very simple. This build is try to stay in cover. Once you see the next piece, you'll understand why. But stay in cover. And again, with this, I've opted for a slow firing assault rifle. And again, I'll show you why very shortly. But vigilance is a really good option. Once that 25% is rocking, that's a lot of damage. An alternative will be companion because it is consistently up. Something to bear in mind. Then we have the chest piece, which is the sacrifice chest piece. And guys, yes, this was a sacrifice rolling with this. It is the last piece of Providence defense. That's headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage. And again, is kind of key, guys. You have the 3-piece Providence defense. And that's why you have to be quite selective what you put where. And for me, this is the best way to roll. You have weapon damage, armor regen, crit damage, and a crit damage mod. Perfect glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 30%. All damage you take is amplified by 60%. Yeah, guys, you are squishy with this. Now, would I use this in a raid? Now, I'm going to try. But at the same point, I think you need to have a little bit of experience rolling with something like this at a raid because that incoming damage is crazy. I think for anything other than the raid, so say control point farming, you're talking manhunts, you're talking any challenging missions, heroic missions, even legendary missions. To a degree, it is workable. It is decent. It has, especially in heroic content, it's crazy in heroic. Legendary, again with the right team. I think in a team-based scenario, if you have a healer, then yeah, you will hit very, very hard with this build, and yeah, you will make light work of content. However, you need to have that synergy in a group. So something to bear in mind if you use this piece. Let's go through the skills. Again, they don't mean diddly squat in all fairness because there are 0 skill tiers. I opted for 2 skills that will give me some healing, which is the Chem Launcher and that is the Hive Restorer. Simple. You could go for the striker drone. You could go for the drone, the fixer, to give you a bit more healing. That's again, that isn't tick. That's something to think about if you wanted to. I just like the Hive Restorer, and the Chem Launcher is also a nice heal. Again, it's personal preference. Simple as that, folks. Now the weapons, the kind of the bread and butter of the build. I've opted for the Tactical MK16, which hits like a bazooka. It is really, really good. I like this. I've tested about a dozen ARs. This is the one I've settled with, and I do like the Tactical MK16. It's just a nice fitted assault rifle, but again, it is up to you. Assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to targets out of cover, and that kind of covers the lack of damage to targets out of cover on the knee pads because of Fox's Prayer, but still, I've got it on there, so that's not too shabby. Strained is the talent. I was using Ranger before, and I was hitting hard from a distance. I was hitting very, very hard up close and personal. I wasn't getting the benefit from it, but from a distance, you're hitting really, really hard. But I've opted to go for Strained, and that, again, it's a good option. Something I was looking at. I was toying with the idea, then we tested it, and it works very, very nice. Gain critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you're firing. Stacks up to 5 times. Mods, crit chance, rounds, crit damage, and crit chance. One thing I've noticed as well, there is 50 in the mag on this. 50 in the mag, and that's what really makes this tick. And that's why it works well with Strained, because you are pummeling. You have a very low rate of fire. So what happens with this is that Strained will be active more often. So you're pumping out more, guys, yes, more crit damage, which is beautiful. And you have a decent amount on this already. So that's the way I've opted to go on this. Scorpio, again, this is a raid beast. Everyone loves this in the raid, so I've opted for the Scorpio. And again, for that crowd control, get them shocked, happy days, especially with perfect glass cannon, up close and personal, something to bear in mind. This is what it is, guys. I don't use it. It's just there. It's just there, so don't worry about it. It's the card 45. In fact, it was just on my last build, which is a bleed build, so I don't use it, guys. Trust me. Use whatever you want. Have whatever you want there as a placeholder. Let's take a look at the damage numbers. Again, with this is the Tactical MK16, which has 58% crit chance, 187.3% crit damage, 100% headshot damage, armor damage, health damage, and the range is 35 meters, which is half decent. This guy's 97.8% all weapons damage bonus. We can squeeze a bit more out to get 100%. I'm sure we can. And 28.6% assault rifle damage bonus. But this is a very, very nice setup, guys. It really is. And I like this. I'm a little bit susceptible to incoming damage, a little bit. But let me just demonstrate how hard it can hit. Very hard here. Let's take a look. And it pumps out some nice numbers. I've turned the audio down just to, again, so you can hear this and see this. But let me just turn the audio up because I like the audio. Right, let's do this. And we're looking over 1.1 million headshot damage. Again, I'm sure you guys can get a lot more. But for me, this is something I'm happy with. See, body shots 810k. So yeah, it makes light work of NPCs, it truly does. And that's why I've opted for something like this, because it hits hard, it's a nice farming build, it's something you can just slap on and just take out NPCs quickly. You can try and improve your headshot aim, which is what I'm trying to do. So you can see consistent there, over 1 million damage with a headshot. But this is the build, guys. It's a lot of fun rolling with this, trust me. It is super fun rolling with this. But let me know what you think in the comment section as always. I'm sure you guys have got a better scenario and situation. That's all gravy. Just let me know in the comment section. And if you can get Foxy's Prayer on their happy days and still have that nice 58% crit chance, 187% crit damage, then job is a good one. But of course, guys, remember thumbs doodle, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.